Hello and welcome to Azariah's Studio. My name is Sarah. I am the artist and designer behind Azariah's Studio. I'm going to show you how to work the Solomon's knot, also known as the love knot. It is a lacy crochet stitch, very basic crochet stitch. I'm going to start in the round. You can start this in the corner and do a corner to corner and increase. I will show you how to increase as well. You can also do it as an edging on a blanket. It can go anywhere. If you already have stitches that are established, like single crochets or double crochets or anything, and you just want to work into those and work the Solomon's knot, you can totally do that. So I'm working a double magic ring. I'm going to chain one, single crochet into the ring. Okay. I'm going to pull up a loop. The challenge of the Solomon's knot is to make this loop nearly the same size every single time. If I'm working with finer yarn, these loops are often smaller. If I'm working with bigger yarn, these loops can get bigger. It also depends on what I'm doing, how much area I have to cover, and how much yarn I have to do it. So you pull up your loop, try and get a gauge of how big it is, hang on to that loop, and basically make a chain. So you're just going to pull the yarn through that loop. In the back bump of what would be that chain loop, you're going to work a single crochet. So I have a single crochet, that really big chain, with a single crochet in its back loop. I'm going to do that again. So now I have two. All right, single crochet into the ring. And I'm going to repeat what I just did until I have 8 of these. This can take a lot of yarn. It will get faster. And if your loops aren't perfect, it's okay. If you can't live with it or it's extremely obvious, go back and fix it. But overall, it's probably going to get lost in the grand scheme of things. I have even had situations where I made 3 of these tall and didn't notice until a couple rows or rounds later. Okay, so this is number 8. Put it in the ring. Close the ring to however far you want to close it. It doesn't have to be fully closed because these get a little full, so I know that gets tough. Okay, that's probably good. Join to the beginning slip stitch. If it makes things easier for you, put a stitch mark in there. A stitch marker in there so that you can find it. That will become more important on subsequent rounds and make things a lot easier. Okay, from here, chain 3, single crochet in the single crochet that's in the top of that petal. Worked Solomon's knot like before. I'm just going to work this round even, which means we're just going to make these 2 and go single crochet into the top of the next petal. We're going to do that all the way around. Make sure everything's turned around flat to where it needs to be. All right, that was the last one. We're going to slip stitch in the first single crochet, chain 3 again, single crochet in the top of the petal, work 2 like before, here it is spread out. Let me do that for a second. You can see you don't need to increase every round. We could even probably go one more before we increase, but we're going to go ahead and increase now so that I can show you how to do it. Your increase rate will not be consistent like it is when you work doubles or half doubles or singles or something like that. It will be something that you have to play with or just trust the pattern knows what it's doing. Okay, so if I want to increase, instead of going over here to the next one, because we're not going to go down here, because that would close everything off, we're going to single crochet back into the same single crochet, so make a petal that way, then do 2, and single crochet in the top of the next petal. And you can choose to increase here or not. I'm not going to, because I want to make sure I get to show you what the flower looks like. And if we do too many increases, you won't get to see the flower. All right, so we'll increase here. Not increasing in this one. Increased here, didn't increase in this one, want to increase in this one. This is my last one. Join to that original single, the first single crochet as before. You can see it's getting a little tougher. Even though I've got these chains, they're not always easy to find as your piece gets larger and larger. I'll join with a slip stitch. I'm going to pull this loop big. So now I have more of a square type thing going on because I only increased 4 times. So you could go square-wise. Flower I was looking for to show you. Let's scoot this way. Is right here. So this is the middle. This is the middle. And these are its 4 petals. And it'll just keep building on it. And if you do a piece that's straight, or when you get a lot of loops in between increases, there's more and more of these flowers. So from here you could build in a square and mark these, and can continue to increase in only the corners. If we had increased in all of them, there would be this loop here and here and here and here as well, and we would have 16 around instead of, we've only got 12 around right now. There's a lot of things you can do with this stitch. I love it for the skirts of like fairy dresses. I made the veil for my daughter's wedding out of it. I used fingering weight yarn, and if I remember correctly, it was a D hook. And I started in a circle, and I increased when it felt like it wasn't laying flat anymore. But when I did that, I doubled the number of loops every time, which made it be curly for a little while, but that was okay. It worked itself out. It didn't end up having an edging. I actually didn't even complete the last round. I just went until I was out of yarn. And it wasn't as big as she wanted, but it was kind of short notice, so that's how that went. It was a very, the way she styled it and the lacy look, it was a very Robin Hood vibe, which was really cool. Here's a picture of it. In the making of that veil, I will warn you, another reason to mark that first stitch, and this is what made me start marking the first stitch, because I've got enough experience with this stitch that I was just following these, but I had never worked on a piece this large. I reversed the direction I was going in one of my rounds, and I inadvertently turned my work, because, okay, here's one side. Here's the other side. Only because the end is on this side and this has been squished a little bit, can you tell immediately that, no, that looks different than the other side. But think if it's bigger, like a wedding veil, and it's in a pile, you know, it's been in your bag, you could very easily be mid-round, which is what I was. I was like mid-round. I picked it up and I went the wrong way. Part of that is because I didn't stop with a single crochet in one of these. I stopped with my 2 bits worked. And I turned it around and I joined it to its previous friend that I had just made and went around the wrong direction. Oh, I enjoy the Solomon's knot, also known as the love knot. It's a lot of fun. You can do a lot of different things with it. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you give it a try. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe. If you have more questions, you can always email me, Sarah@azariasfiberarts.com, or drop a comment below. Happy making!